Get that again. Hello and welcome to Division 4 of Clarity's lower bracket elimination run. So it's a best of three. We have not best of three, we have a three-way best of one going on. We have two teams versus, and then the winners will take on each other for another elimination. So it will be a best of two being casted today. And we have JH with us here with us.
Hey.
Oh.
I kind of got here by accident. I'm 1K MMR and I like Dota.
Oh, perfect. I am a measly 4K. I also like Dota. So I think this league is basically 5.5 to 3.8. This division of the league. So slightly higher than you, but such is life. We're here to have fun. Oh, I've been kicked again.
Yeah. I think they said no casters today.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me just check which the other game is then. It is Muka versus Limey, who I'm really hoping has not started.
By the way, if you want, I can do like camera controls.
I have no idea how to set any of this up, so.
Okay, I'm usually like the stats guy in the cast, so I'll just let you do your thing and try to be insightful.
Get that again. Hello and welcome I've got to Division 4 of Clarity's lower bracket elimination. Mute. I will hear myself in Twitch. I am only doing this because I didn't want to play this season and I wanted to cast it instead. So, just for future context, how do you take camera control?
Okay, there's this really nice button to have, like, the smooth camera when you're casting?
Yes.
Let me get you. Okay, first thing is first, I really think this is the most important one. Go to console and do the FPS no focus. What is it? No focus. Engine no focus sleep 0. That's the most important command for casting. It'll make you when you alt tab, you're still running at full FPS, so the audience doesn't know you alt tabbed.
Okay.
That's the most important command, honestly. I'll get you the other ones. I'm working on it.
That's actually really useful because I had a replay feature on week 1 because I managed to work out how to use it, and then every time I alt tabbed, it like sort of crashed.
Okay. Are you on board with just window?
The honest answer is I don't know. It's a lot I need to set up, but at the moment I'm just happy streaming.
It's already nice. Where did I put those?
Let me just message around here.
Okay, so okay.
So how do you know Aina Koji? Are you?
So I'm in the RT2L in Div 3 with one of his friends.
Yes.
And like the team server somehow slowly became like a Greek RT2L, like a Greek server.
Yeah. That's how it just naturally formed.
Yeah, exactly. And one of them is Aina Koji, and I think we've had some like really nice discussions. So we became friends.
Well, unfortunately, the opposing captain did not want us to cast him today. So
Okay, I'm gonna send you my cast configuration,
okay, wonderful, thank you.
and this will slow down your camera, so you shouldn't have that enabled when you're playing Dota yourself. Wait. I think let me get you the most important one.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, this one.
So while you're doing
This
that,
command.
just so you're aware, Limey's Bathwater won the coin toss. They'll be taking the choice here for first or second pick, or Radiant or Dire. They've gone with second pick. I imagine Big Duck Energy will be picking up Radiant here, which is, I think, preferential at the moment.
It's still higher win rate, especially on some carries like I think Drow and Luna.
Yes. Come on, PC, you can connect fully.
Okay.
You've got this.
Okay, so the rules for camera, I guess. Don't use edge pan, use arrow keys. Click numpad 2 to do this slow assisted camera. It's really beautiful, honestly.
Ah.
And that, engine no focus sleep command, I think, and the rest is not so important. Okay, to the game.
Yes, so, I don't know if do you know any of these players just off the bat?
I know Muko,
Okay.
Noah,
Yeah.
and Reddy. He's in a higher division, I think.
Yes. So the band's coming out of Radiant here. Gubster's been focused very heavily. Does not want to. They do not want to play against the Pos 5 Oracle. And Harry's Beastmaster, just a good tempo offlaner there, with Harry being their highest MMR player. The Kez ban, I've seen a couple of Kez bans. I don't know how valid it is. I don't know if anyone's actually very good at Kez yet. But
in general,
just in general, the Magnus ban, obviously a very directed ban at Muko. They do not want to be playing against the Magnus. Muko plays it as a fourth core. Arcane Boots Blink. And
it's his most played hero, I think.
It is, yeah. And the Phoenix Brood Mother ban, they do not want to be playing against Noah's signatures. I think a Tinker will be the next ban out of Limey's Bathwater, if I'm not mistaken. Axe, they've taken that out again for the highest MMR in Harry. They don't want to be playing against his Helm Dom Axe.
With Noah, it's kind of really like picking your poison. He's got Brood, Tinker, Phoenix, and Kotal.
Yeah.
Probably gonna first pick that Kotal and be annoying.
Yeah. But that does also give away your mid lane straight away, because I don't think Ain't Dead Yet plays Kotal. I've seen him on more Lich.
Mid Lich, that sounds fun.
Not mid Lich, sorry. Ain't Dead Yet plays their Pos 5.
Ah, okay.
There we go.
Oh, what a call.
See, I know what I'm talking about. Gubster, I think last game I casted off them. It's Disruptor. Ooh, but they've gone with the Harry Centaur.
So just picking comfort for.
Yeah. I think Centaur.
It's only one game.
It is best of ones, so you want to be picking comfort.
Okay. And really, you just want your heroes and.
Centaur is a very strong laner. Even if they don't win the lane, they can still do a lot as the game progresses.
And do you know who's playing carry on both teams?
Yes, so Limey plays carry on Limey's Bathwater, and Redidas plays it on Big Duck Energy.
Okay.
Own is the Pos 3 on Big Duck Energy. Obviously Muko playing 4, Noah 2. Captain Cole plays Pos 4, Harry is their Pos 3. The symbols that I can't read is Panda, he plays mid, and Gubster plays as their Pos 5.
Okay.
Again, unintentionally, I've been following both Limey's Bathwater and Cuso's team in the other game. Just because that's how the games have fallen.
Yeah. I'm looking at Reddy's profile, and he is really a versatile carry.
He's a very versatile carry. He's played Dragon Knight. He's played. He's played Spectre as well this season as well. And there's the Tinker ban. It's almost as if that's what we said would happen.
What does he have left?
The honest answer is Jug is still in the pool, and Jug is a very, very strong and hotly contested carry at the moment.
Okay.
I don't know.
How do you feel about the Jug this patch?
I'm a POS 5 player. I enjoy playing with Jugs. I don't like playing against Jugs.
Okay.
So I think, does that give it away?
Fair, fair.
Just for context, what position do you primarily play?
I'm gonna say support.
Yeah. And the Bane. Okay. I think this would be a POS 5. I think that's a Gubster hero rather than a Captain Cold hero. It's quite interesting. Snapfire's still in the pool, and that's quite a strong flex at the moment between 4 and 5.
Yeah. Also, nobody touched the Dawn silencer. None of that. Slardar is still in.
Slardar is still in. And I know Owen does play a good Slardar. I think they pick up Muko's hero here. They're going to pick up either Skyrath or Marcy. I know he's played a Clockwork previously. Clockwork into Bane may be quite a good idea.
Ricky.
Oh, what
That's a support Ricky.
Should probably have clicked the
It's
right
Muko
button.
Ricky.
It's Muko Ricky.
I think so, yeah. He's played it recently, and he has a decent win rate on it. Position for Ricky, I'm assuming.
I believe so. I don't think they'd pick Ready Lass's hero. I also haven't seen him play Ricky. Oh, that puts the Skyrath or the Marcy out the window. Sad times. But you do know what you're playing against. You're playing into a diff blade. There's the Slardar.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a Slardar Ricky lane. They're gonna have
slightly wonky.
Slightly wonky. They're gonna have some fun, I think. Just jumping at people.
Yeah, maybe like first few levels they just drag and
Yeah.
hope for the best.
Yeah. I've seen Muko primarily more on Magnus, Dragon Creeps, but I imagine it will be boots first on Ricky to cause some grief. Let me make sure OBS is correct. It is now correct. Jakira.
Okay. That's definitely annoying.
Yes. So I think that's a Captain Cold Jakira. What are your thoughts on Twin Terror versus... I can't think what the other class is called. The Ice Path Explosion one.
Honestly, I've only seen the Ice Pass Explosion one, so I'm gonna say that's a good one.
Yeah, I've got a friend who plays Jakiro just above Immortal, and he swears by Twin Terror. Okay, so it's Linus Terrorblade. You can harass so effectively in lane with Twin Terror, it is ridiculous. It's
I
very
think they have
impressive.
very strong lanes on the Dire team.
They do.
10 seconds remain.
They do.
5 seconds remain.
Be interesting to see what sustain carry they choose to fight into this.
You think they're gonna risk, like leaving 2 more bans for Noah, or
No.
losing out on a good carry?
I don't think they can.
Radiant's turn to ban.
You called it. There's his Cottle.
Well, I think they 2 more bans and he doesn't have any more heroes, so they just have to pick something now.
Yes.
Like either the Cottle or the Timber, and that works.
10 seconds.
And you've got a good deep push with Cottle into the Terrorblade, into the Jakiro.
5 seconds remain.
I guess Centaur natural pipe builder, so from that perspective Cottle might be a bit weaker, but
I do feel like the team fight on Radiant is a bit difficult unless the Cottle is popping off, but like Dire team is really good at group up and very hard to stop.
yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think there's very different play styles coming out from both teams. Slardar Ricky, as soon as Slardar picks his blink up, you're looking at maybe 15, 16 minutes, depending on the item build he goes for. I don't think Jakiro and Bane can even stand, you know, a Ricky Smoke Cloud and a Slardar Crush with an amp. You die. That's a good...
I guess...
Good, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say on top of that, like, if you're Radiant, you'll look to open the map, you know, place some wards and go get some pickoffs.
So I was going to say, it's a very good ban out by the Radiant here of the Death Prophet to stop that ball up, trying to force something else.
Yeah.
Panda's also played a few games of Death Prophet, so that's quite in this season. So that's quite a good ban. And then the instant bans of Drow, Juggernaut.
Okay.
Again,
It's just like meta carries
yeah,
at the
meta
moment.
carries, especially Jug.
Yeah.
I think Drow's just very good because it pierces through armor. And again, I imagine that's just a standard Panda comfort mid hero there.
Okay. I don't have a lot of time to think about this carry pick.
31 seconds, yeah.
Maybe TA, like, you know, all the minus armor.
Yeah, good minus armor, but then into Jakiro. With the dot. You sit on Macropyre and Refraction is null and void.
That's sad. Okay, let's say Muerta. That's gonna be my vote.
Muerta. I haven't seen Reddit Let's Play. Ooh.
Holy moly.
Oh.
Holy moly.
You knew. Did you get a message beforehand, was it?
No. Just looking at his most recent games, I'm like, Muerta seems the best here. Well, I'm gonna say it was like totally my own prediction using my analytical skills and foresight.
So just my context, I assume that's because the magic of the ult attacks goes through Terrorblade's armor, so it's a good counter, right?
Yeah, and happy to sit behind Slardar Ricky shooting some people.
Oh, of course, yeah. I guess BKB isn't like Centaur won't build a BKB. Terrorblade will, but it will slow down a different item that he wants.
What did they take? Like, did they play Necro, or like go all in on this group up and push?
Well, they've got the late game fallback on a Terrorblade, so it's not like they only have ball up and push.
True. Another threat, I guess that's what they're thinking. I don't know, Quap? No, actually, it's not good.
Not into Ricky.
Yeah, never mind.
Dawnbreaker. Okay. Is this Gubster Bane? Yeah, Dawn mid. I don't think Dawn's going to fare very well into a Cottle.
Yes. It's gonna be a toughie.
Icebreaker, that's what it's called.
Look at this Terrorblade, it's so cool.
The Arcana.
Yeah, with the
pink.
bright pink. It's amazing.
It is very nice. So horsepower, sleep, or if Captain Cole could stop switching between facets. So Terrorblade.
Not sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is the extra stun justified? Or do you just trying to press your lane?
Maybe good lanes, honestly, is the play here.
It's better, yeah.
And Kotal got the solar bind, so he's gonna
hurt.
Running with Dagon.
Yep. I don't think you could play Core Cottle with the recall facet, can you? So.
Yeah. What it gives you though, I thought it would be interesting if they got the Ags, you know, the ball up.
Yes.
But wait, you always get that, right? Got it. Oh, the Will-O-Wisp, you always have that. Never mind. I think it's gonna be a good Cottle Ag game.
Is short. Use it wisely.
Right, so I'm gonna. I'll just tab down so I can input some bits into my console because I have not done that yet. Because console got disabled. Lovely. For some reason, all my game reset itself, so it's disabled the console.
Ah.
Lovely. I apologise for this very janky movement, but I will fix it for game 2. There's a smoke on the side of Dire here, but definitely will not be seeing anything at the moment. Muko in the top lane has put a very, very high ward. As unsurprisingly, hasn't gone boots first, which I was expecting. Ready Das in a very defensive position, anticipating a fight, but they're just dodging. I do see that. Wow.
Nice.
I don't know what that is, but I do see it.
I'm gonna try to give you some stats.
Yeah.
Maybe use some
Oh,
builds
wonderful.
or tracker.
Yeah. So the start of this best of 1 elimination, we have just got a very careful 2 bounty runes to the side of each. However,
Look at the nice group up on bot side.
yeah, the side of Dire is grouping up, but already Das has dodged this. They will go for the block, but I think the Bane being here will not result in a kill on this occasion. Very well seen, or unseen by Moite.
And the counter block also from.
Yep, the
Does it
Lich.
work?
Not quite, but that's definitely better than it could have been.
It's fixed now.
Oh, so this is actually interesting. So, Gubster, who is typically their pos 5, is playing the Bane as pos 4, which means Shakira on Captain Cold has gone top. So a bit of a support switch. Let me pull up the last hit deniers. It'll be interesting to see how the Dawnbreaker comes through in the lane. Currently 6-0 though versus Noah's 4. Bane taking some heavy damage in from Muerta and Lich. Is this going to be a kill? No, the Stomp coming out of Sentinel just stopping that early aggression onto the Bane. But sat just under 100 HP, 1 minute 18 into the game is not ideal.
Yeah. Oh, good combo. Can they get the kill? They got it.
And because I'm bad and looked top, I missed First Blood. Unfortunately, Bane just stayed slightly too long. And First Blood went to the POS 1, already that's on the Muerta.
Yeah, it was just off the level 2 and they were able to... The Muerta W
Oh, perfect.
was a ricochet.
So Meta has come off on top lane. Owen taking some heavy damage in from Jakiro, and TB does go down in the top lane.
Yeah, that's a tough lane, honestly. So much damage.
Double, it's almost triple ranged as well with the Twin Terror facet. Yeah, unsurprisingly, leveling E, leveling Q. I have no idea what Windows notification just pinged up.
So Dawn is putting 2 points in W, and he's ahead of the Kotel on net worth actually.
Mm. The last hits are in favour too. The thing with Cole though, he does have the capacity to stack for himself. So we might see those last hits maybe equalise slightly as the early game progresses. I think Owen is just happy here, getting some last hits, allowing the neutral camp to take the brunt of the damage.
Yeah.
Ricky and Jakira just having fun. I think, yeah, so Sen's currently gone for 1-1-1, just kind of mitigating with the level and retaliate, the double ranged Heroes. Oh, Jakiro going low at the top.
Upside
Yep.
should be a kill. Less.
I think this will be. Yeah. The crush and the bash coming out of Slardar does a lot of damage. Sleepwalk as well, bot. There's a bit of a bloodbath going on. And Sleepwalk into the stomp. But I think is Muerta going to get the return kill here? Yeah. Sentinel will not be able to juke around the trees. And Bane will take slight damage. It's level 2 Bane to 4. Muerta does get him back with Dead Shot. But again, just bits of damage. Heals himself slightly back up with Brain Set. There you go, as we kind of said. So Noah taking these waves, but Dawn happy to take the mid creeps. Which, so I assume, if I look at the net worths.
He's looking for his attack.
Yeah.
Ah, he already took it.
That's a very good point though. Dawn does have almost the same capacity with W and Q. And the TP back to lane. Jakira's on a bit of a run, doing lots of damage to the Riki here. This is the strength of Twin Terror. The 2 levels in the E and the E with the Q available. Q does just miss out onto the Riki.
Yeah.
But
He's really zoning out to heroes.
Yeah. I think that's very well worth Captain Quid, who might also get the kill on the Riki here actually.
He got it.
Wow. Oh, and the crush misses.
The Jakiro.
Yeah. Guardian sprint in the water. Slardar's a quick boy. And in the bot lane, Centaur with a kill on the Lich. I think this sleepwalk into stomp combo is really doing them well. I imagine if I click on Centaur, he will have 2 levels in double Lich. No, 2 levels in retaliate. I guess the double range, he's favouring the lack of attacks rather than the damage out of double Lich. Good deep ward as well on the side of the Dire to ensure that they can see Kotl when he's trying to get some last hits.
Yeah.
Kotl is tipping top. That was within vision of Dawn though, so I don't know how successful this gank is going to be.
Yeah. I guess Dawn can actually match his map present, which is nice.
And this will be a kill on Terrorblade.
Good kill.
Some big damage that Solar Bind really coming out. And they're going to chase Shakira onto the tower too, 3 of them here. Big damage onto.
That's a double. That's
That was a very good rotation. Yep. Helm of the Dominator coming out by the Centaur here, so by Herion Centaur.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
What are your thoughts here? Would you, as the Lich, rotate off the lane as the kill potential is quite low? 7-minute wisdom.
Yeah, honestly, like maybe Portal and
Yep, agreed.
walk around with your Jakiro.
Yeah.
I think he's here like to prevent any possible ganks because they can turn on the Smurta really quickly.
Yes. Again, the Jakiro's smoked bot rotating. I think this is going to be, if they do get a level of Nightmare close enough. Okay, accidental self-nightmare though, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because Jakira's DOT would have worked him straight up. The Dawnbreaker is coming in with ulti, and that is going to be a dead Muerta.
Just before the 6 also.
Yeah. I think Muko will get away with this.
Needed 2 creeps to get to level 6, maybe that would have changed things.
Yeah. But this does look like for a full rotation into the bot lane to take this safe lane tower for the Radiant. But in the meantime, Owen is on the Slardar, is creep skipping, dealing some good damage top as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is no more.
So 8 minutes in, 60 last hits on the side of Dawnbreaker versus the 50 on the Kotl.
Against attack.
Maybe there's maybe this was expected, and I don't know that because I don't play mid.
I'm trying to look up the matchup, and
Is there
it
many?
seems it seems favored for Kotal, so I am not sure.
Okay. Again, we need to consider a lot of these matchups are at very high skill Dota. I wouldn't say, you know, an average of maybe 5k is very high skill.
But they're good players.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing, but they're not 13k players.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nightmare come out with they do have the Lich control. The stun coming out from Chikiro with the smoke on top of Orc, and they absolutely ping from a dead shot onto Gubster. TB very coincidentally rotating in at the same time. That is the own down. Bit of a bizarre sunder, but he'll teamwork up full.
I'm gonna say that's like a preemptive Sunder from the Kotal, because he's a level 1 Dagon.
Makes sense. Coddle is currently in a bit of no man's land here. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the Starbreaker into Hoof Stomp combo off. Coddle once again, just with boots, 401 move speed, which is ridiculous.
Holy.
Ooh. Does not have the mana, or the, now has the Dagon available.
Being hunted. And he survived.
I don't think I've seen Redidas miss a dead shot, and there we go.
They tried their best.
Is this 3v3, 4v3 top? But they won't be able to save their Muerta. Chikira does go down the back. But I think this is going to be a kill onto the Centaur as well. Some big anti-armor coming out from the side of Slardar. Ricky just playing games with at this point. Bane been collapsed on by 4 of the members.
This Radiant team is really good at picking them off, and they split them one by one.
Yes. Again, not quite how we saw the draft going. We thought it would be the other team doing this, but let's have a look at the net worths. Okay.
Yeah, sort of even for now.
Yeah. Terrorblade's slightly behind. Maybe half an early item, but nothing major. Do anything weird and wonderful coming out in the builds? And no. Noah knows what he wants. He wants his Dagon. Lich and his quick buy. Soul
Just
Ring
want
coming
Dagon.
out. Yeah. Soul Ring coming out on Slardar. Again, I assume this Band of Elven Skin is an early build into a Diff Blade for the Ricky, and then the Maelstrom, the farming item coming up for the Muerta. Terrorblade. Okay, this is what I like. I like seeing people with things in their quick buy. It allows me to know what they want. So, unsurprisingly, Manta, Shard. Yeah. Arcane Boots coming up on the side of Jakira. I wouldn't be surprised if a Glimmer Cape or a 4-staff comes out, second item. Yeah, so Centaur's got up his Helm Dom. He will now be going for a pipe. And in the meantime, I missed Dawn going down top. Ricky, now 6, can start going hunting. And on the Bane, again, unsure.
Yeah. The map looks actually pretty comfortable for Radiant, so maybe they can take advantage of this.
I like this bot. Both opposing players just farming next to each other.
They call it truce.
Yes. I think this will be a kill onto the Coal. Yeah. Fiend's Grip use, but Fiend's Grip with the Dawn ult on top.
Okay.
No one
Big
in the
kill.
big kill. That is big cooldowns down though. So no grip for 105 seconds. Same with Solar Guardian, roughly the same time frame. So maybe they smoke once Coal comes back. They know some of their big spells are gone. Stampede's still up though, so the disengage is still quite strong on the side of the Dire.
Dip into the tower. Good little plays.
Hmm.
Nice ward behind that tier 1 by Muko, and now he's going to hunt that Bane.
Yep. This is where you really want your Slardar with it. Slardar does have his blink up, actually. I think this would be a perfect time to smoke.
Yeah. Early blink, big Dagon.
Yep.
They're going to kill. They
Okay.
want kills.
They do want kills, yeah. And there we go. There is the double jump, as we expected. Bane can do nothing against that. Oh, okay. And because Centaur was TPing, he couldn't activate his ult. Macro fire down on the Lich. I imagine Ricky will just jump out of this. The health regen coming out of the Cottle there blast and the regen rune on the Ricky. I'm sure Stardust Blink was cancelled, couldn't quite jump in. There we go. And Cottle in the back line, just keeping them alive and also dealing the damage.
It started to look, you know, kind of bad for Dire, but I think Jagiro is just doing a lot of defensive work here.
Yes. We'll also consider the Terrorblade is slowly but surely moving back into the range of Muerta.
Mm.
So the fact that this is all happening means the Terrorblade isn't getting pressured. And that is the, yep, and this is going to be a second jump in by Ricky. Smoke Cloud, Dagon, dead. And they're going to be following to Bane. Do they follow into the, no, the Dawn ulti. It's going to force them away. It's going to be a mid tower taken by the side of the Radiant.
Yeah.
So Manta 700 away on the TV, and I imagine. Is it going to be a.
Just Jesus. 4-man hunt team running bot.
Yes. However, Centaur does have his ultimate.
Ah.
So, depending on what happens here, we really need to be on it with their CC. Perfect.
The Death Squad.
It was 4-man Death Squad. You'd want the lane to be slightly further up, so you could take tier 1 off the back of that. But we'll see what they aim to do with the macro decisions in this game.
Yeah. So far they've done like good itemization to play out the strategy, and
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna see how much they can, you know, how much advantage they can take out of it.
Yeah. Ricky couldn't go down during the duration of the Fiend script there. Stardust does get slapped, so he doesn't quite kill the Bane. I think very low on the Dawnbreaker. Gets Dagon down. And just a disengage actually, so 3 big ultimates utilised on the side of the Dire there.
Yeah, yeah.
Just make sure OBS is working properly. It is. Excellent.
An opportunity to invade a bit deeper.
So Slardar not quite doing the damage onto Centaur, but still doing a lot. And in the meantime, Noah and Muko being an absolute menace. Until you get some 4-star stuff on this on these supports, which they're both very well, they're both moving towards. How do you survive the Ricky Slardar?
Yeah. It's gonna be a bit tough.
It will be. I think Owen might be a bit deep here.
Yeah, hopefully if they can like bait them to go, you know, to dive them for that kill, then they can
Yeah.
get a return. And I like the Centaur is just going straight into pipe because
Yes.
you need to get this buff.
Well, we're seeing where the damage is coming from. If I don't know actually if we can do that. No, we can't. The magic damage coming out of the side of the Radiant is ridiculous. Honestly, sometimes even against just a Lich, you'd get a pipe. And you've got Muerta, you've got Cottle on top of that as well.
Yeah.
So the Muerta has pulled away slightly in terms of net worth against the Terrorblade. What's the Mjolnir finish up now? Good farming item. What's she building into? Dragon Lance. Into Hurricane.
And Manta finished on Terror Blade.
Wonderful.
Make his life slightly easier.
Oh, Dawn survived in the mid lane on 47 HP. Jakiro putting in the work, defending these lanes, pulling the creeps. Really trying to minimise the damage out on those towers.
Exciting game, honestly.
Well, 19 minutes in, we have 31 kills.
Yeah, and you really don't know where it's gonna go.
No. It's going to be not quite a dead bane. Jakiro really on it there with the ice path, and then the grip onto the Ricky. Perfect. I think Slitchhold might kill Bane.
How can he survive?
Bane is on at 17 HP. Do not give it back. Jakiro's low too. But again, in the meantime, you have Centaur who's continuously pushing out lanes. Terrorblade is keeping his farm as close as he can.
And two big R buttons used on Dire.
Yes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so I think maybe they're looking up towards Tormentor here. Do we have any? No, so it'll be either Lich or Ricky. I think both are excellent. Lich is... I actually think... Oh, was Lich going to go down? Not quite. So it's actually gone to Ricky, which I think favours the playstyle they're playing with. So Lich is obviously Ice Spire. That's good for the solo pick-off. But Ricky's Smoke Cloud, Armor Reduction, and Untargetable is much better.
That's... 2/4 stuff's gone.
2 4-stars,
No.
which again Jakiro and Bane are currently picking up. So if you're catching the likes of Dawnbreaker in smoke now, nobody can force
saving her.
it. Exactly.
Guy big.
Mm.
And you can't go like Ghost Scepter on this team
Yeah.
versus
Muerta, yeah.
they gone Cottle.
So smoke coming out on the side of the Dire.
Hydra.
Or didn't quite break on the Ricky. And they had no vision, that was just either some good game sense or some sheer luck. Harry, very, very uncontested with his farm, has now finished up the pipe.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ready, that's pinging quite heavily, they want to defend that, they will. Okay, so BKB TP up on the Dawn, but not quite. There was enough damage even through the BKB.
Oh.
That was not. And the ulti down there.
Quick kill on Jakiro, yeah.
Yeah, very quick kill. And I think they're going to want to translate this into the top tower without the Jakiro Dawn, who are their primary, creep draggers.
Tower is under attack.
They might be able to take the T2 here. 2500 HP. It looks as if the Dire are happily playing on the bottom side of the map. There we go. And the diff blade up on Ricky here. I have a sneaking suspicion Ricky's next item will be a basher.
Dire structure.
I'm not saying I know Muko as a person, but that's what do you hedge your bets on? What do you think? Ricky next item.
Lotus, I don't know.
You think? Ooh, it could be a Lotus.
Could be, I don't know. Actually, the Basher is kind of cool.
I'm not saying he rarely picks up defensive items, but I always think of Muko as the fourth core.
Yeah.
If he's not dealing damage, he's not playing how he wants.
He's here to be annoying.
Yes, there was a game earlier in the season where he picked Marcy, and as soon as he picked Marcy, I went, okay, so it's Phase Basher, Phase Blasher BKB, and the build was exactly Phase Basher BKB. Okay, so next item coming out for Noah is the Glimmer Cape. Oh, the dust into early Fiend Script, the Dawn ult on top of that. I think this is going to be a dead nuker. But again, as you've said, that is 2 long duration ults gone.
And actually, that's like 3rd grip on Ricky, and the first one of these 3 that works.
Yes. Again, this would be a perfect opportunity. So Ricky's up in 17 seconds. Dawn ult is 78. Smoke, and you've got a minute to kill somebody without the ult.
Is it gonna be like a KB Muerta and push your advantage, or?
I think because it's a best of 1, it might be a cautious play.
Yeah.
Wow, 8 kills on the side of Cole there. Let's have a look at. That one.
Mountain.
So they have one with the smoke top. It's not letting me do anything while this is open, I don't think. Okay, so they're gonna
See
find
the camps.
They see the camps, but they're gonna find Harry, who's not a quick kill. Dawnbreaker, 24 seconds off the ult. Okay. I thought it wouldn't be a quick kill, that still
Much
was a very
quicker, honestly.
quick kill. 3k HP with a Pipe of Insight, but still just food to this group of 4.
1k damage from the Ricky.
Backstab?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and they're instantly moving this into a Roche attempt. Ricky actually did more damage than Slardar in that fight, man. Yeah. And the lower cooldown ulti, the 45 seconds, because she is over level 18. Definitely worth it to take this Roche quickly. There's no way Harry steals this. There we go. I thought the one pine cone was going to come and be a saviour.
Would have been really nice.
I know. But still playing the map. We haven't seen a fight where Terrorblade has got involved too much. Okay, so we were talking about the BKB on the Terrorblade. That would slow him down, but so he's got his Mantle, he's got his Shard, BKB, then he'll start building into his Hurricane Pike.
Okay.
So it's slotted nicely in.
Yeah.
And again, all the cores quite even here. I think the main discrepancy on the net worth, it looks to actually be on the supports.
Yep. Yeah.
I think it's
3k
because
each.
1k or 3k versus 2k. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
about
yeah.
right. Harpoon up on the Dawnbreaker. I guess that's pull Cottle in, don't let him escape. Ooh.
Maybe Dire should like push one of the lanes and actually be ready to jump whoever TPs.
Yeah. Well, they've seen that it. Well, they haven't seen that it was just Cottle, but they know definitely Cottle was down there. So maybe they try that on the next attempt.
Without looking my eyes, tell me why.
Okay, and the blink is now up on the Centaur. Going quite a late blade mail. I guess into Muerta very effective. Is Muerta going BKB next time? She's got a BKB, so maybe blade mail is not ideal. Terrorblade playing very effectively across the map. Obviously, he was just pushing in the bot T2, now playing up towards the T1.
Yeah. If you were Radiant, would you feel on a timer? Would you feel like you have to make something happen, or are you comfortable?
I would say yes, I would feel slightly on timer purely because of the keeper. If a keeper gets caught, it is just, you know, it is just death.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a very one-dimensional hero, but once everyone gets good magic resist, what's the... Oh, and the Fiend's gripped out on the slide on mid. I think this will be a slide out there. Ice Path just to ensure Dawn beats him to death.
2 good kills.
2 very good kills.
Look in my eyes. Tell me why. Why?
But again, this may not be correct. I feel Kotl would be the limiting factor on your cores, but then Ricky also transitions into a very, very potent core. Terrorblade, Dawnbreaker, Centaur with Cart, you know. You can't pick people out of smoke though, can you? I think they're quite
Somewhere
even.
in the ultra late game, maybe it swings back to Dire.
Yeah. Terrorblade finished up his BKB. Since I think in the first 19 minutes there was 31 kills, and there hasn't been that many more.
Yeah.
They've both kind of hit a period of farming happily. Slarlar going for an Ags, unsurprisingly. But they have forced all the outer towers.
Yeah. But you can see it on the net worth difference. It's kind of stagnated for
It
the
has,
last
yeah.
10 minutes.
Harry doing an excellent job top there of just keeping the creeps hitting. And Huerta with the Aegis, happy to attack that tower. Slardar, slightly low. BKB up. Dagon kill on the Jakiro. Slardar, I would not go back in them. Okay, so Blink versus Blink on their offlanes. If that hits the Bane, that might be a dead Bane. Not quite. Pipe has been popped. And the TB has come in now. Lich sitting just in his own.
It's a difficult fight, but it's working so far.
Working on the side of the die, the Cold does go down to the absolute damage coming out from the Terrorblade Metamorphosis. And the Radiant are backing off here. Ricky cannot be seen. There is no dust on the Dawnbreaker.
She's so fast, 490 move speed.
Mm-hmm.
With the cup.
With the cup and the river movement speed bonus.
They still have grip and they're wanna hunt.
They do. That's a very good deep ward there by Gumster.
A soldier's fortune.
And the scan is out, so they do know they are there. But again, Muko just playing kind of vision. Ensuring that Redidus knows that that he's not being ganked. And again, that is still stagnant on the network.
Anytime their team is split, you just feel like
I think this might be Chikiro
Yeah,
solo
danger,
killed by
you know.
Ricky. Sorry to interrupt you there. Ooh.
no, yeah. It's like alarms start, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're
Yep.
away from a tower or another hero. Bottom lane, and they get the caught up.
The blink on the Centaur. Centaur's gone the wrong way, the Glimmercape. There is dust on the side of the Bane. Yeah. Right at the end of Feed's group. And obviously, you know, the sprays and the voice lines coming out just to really emphasise the death. All part of the fun. I assume
Look in
this
my
is
eyes.
I assume it's the
Tell
same in RD2L, is it?
Hmm?
I assume it's the same toxicity in RD2L, R2DL.
Well, it really depends on the team.
Mm.
Some teams really are just like no alt chat, playing seriously.
Yeah. There's a Captain Cold Death on the Jakiro in the top lane. So Shadowblade actually on the side of the Muerta.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Is there a break? Is this to break retaliate? Does she? I don't know. Does she build this into a Silver Edge? Genuine question. Yeah, it looks like she is. Slardar is on the run. BKB out. This is not a turn. Ooh.
Oh.
Ricky is in. Yep, untargetable but can target themselves. And that minus armor with the Ricky is ridiculous.
Silver Edge.
Can I just say this is a peak Muko. 3 observers, 3 sentries in the quick buy with 3,600 gold available.
Still thinking.
Still thinking. It's perfect positioning here by Readiness. But there is a BKB available on Dawnbreaker, so. Yeah. And there's Ags on the side of the Cottle. So that was BKB usage on the Dawnbreaker.
Also on the TB.
And on the TB. There's not going to be more bashes there. Ags almost finished up on the Slardar as well. It's the Ags staying power. Very, very easy BKB with the feed script. To be cancelled. Macro Pyre down just across the barracks to try and hold off or stave off the Radiant attack.
I might just lose these racks right now.
Yep. Metamorphosis only has, what, 20 seconds left on it? 25 seconds? There's a lot of damage coming out of them. Works a good 4-step out. I think the Lich might go down instead. BKB's out and the Centaur ulti comes out. There is a lot of damage coming out on the side of the Radiant. The heal comes out from the Cottle. Slardar low, Ricky low.
Couldn't thunder from the cloud.
Is that where he went down? Perfect positioning them by the cloud. Infuriating. I really think Slardar wants to go here on Jakira. Blink is up. Is he going to? He is very, very greedy on own there. He knows what he's doing. Collins, we've got to be really careful. Harry is in the vicinity. Slardar will go down here. I think that will mean the Cottle will go out. Is he going to have the vision for the Nightmare? No, not quite. And the Glimmer Cape out.
Yeah, he's off. Nobody can catch him.
That was quite an awkward, elongated fight, really, and it's brought the net worth back more even. So yeah, 600 XP advantage. The gold change was only 700 actually on that fight.
Maybe that fight was so long that Dota thinks it
Maybe,
was
yeah,
two fights.
maybe this was just the end of the second part of the fight. Ricky really needs a way to hold somebody. Okay, so he's decided to go for the Ags as the next item. So yeah, really going in on that Slardar Ricky jump-in strategy.
They
Yeah.
just need to find people outside the base.
Yes. But yeah, the Bane going for the Ags as the next item. If they're going to keep a Fiend script, they want to keep it going.
I think Smokescreen can only catch 2 of them.
That's what I was thinking. Smokescreen can catch 2, and then Slardar would have to bash one of them.
You know, maybe you get Glepnir and you'll have like a really big cloud.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Perfect use of your movement.
he might get Dezoon Bloodright as well. Increase the size by 15%. I don't know the exacts on that, but that could potentially work.
They scan it.
They do.
They know.
Okay, they're gonna have. Bane was not close enough. And Ricky does manage to get out. There's the Cottle down. I think it's gonna be a disengage rather than an engage. There's a DD on the bot as well. I think it's... Slardar really doesn't feel like he's hitting as hard as I think he should be.
But I got the rune.
That's a DD on Muerta. Well, that's not going to be fun. Okay, so the Fiend Script is out. They need to cancel that. That is exactly what they need to do. Well done, Owen. Okay, so he does have the car on the Centaur. Not quite doing anything at the moment. I think Slardar might be able to find the... Okay, so they're going for the Centaur. Centaur first, then onto the TV. I don't think TV can stand to this. He's going to try
Yeah,
and...
this keep it going down quickly.
And yeah, the Dagon comes out. Okay, so there's buyback on the Bane by with the Centaur. TB, no buyback. But Jakiro is buying back too. Shadowblading in, dusted as well. I think they just focus the objectives here. Yeah, Cottle behind them is just healing them up. Okay, interesting. One more hit. Okay, so they've taken them the mid-racks. Now they can back out happily. There was also a Roche available. No TB 50? I think this is a Roche attempt now. Oh, and always in the meantime, Harry's Helm of the Dominator.
Do they have time to finish Roche in 30?
Yes. With Slardar Muerta.
Guess so. Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Yeah. And the Russian banner. So now 14k net worth lead for the side of the Radiant.
Yeah, that last team fight was really important.
Yeah. I do feel sorry for the supports here. They're having to spend so much money on detection because obviously the Ricky and the Muerta now Silver Edge.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, it's gonna be fun to see the net worth that the likes of Jakiro and Bane have had to fork out to try and deal with these.
Yeah. So Radiant are sieging, but you do feel the Dire team is happy to play
Yes.
in a siege position if it wasn't for that Aegis.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, you've done enough damage to the T2 bot to take it out. Might be a slightly early meta here on the side of TV. Level 26 on the side of Muerta here with a 20% gunslinger chance. That blade mail doing absolute work. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, she's taking the BKB out for the Aegis. They did see this ward placed as well. 29 seconds.
Will-O-Wisp, but also is down.
Yeah. So the side of the Dire do have all their ultis. I guess 20 seconds and Radiant will have the same. And there's no real rush, they have Aegis for the 2 minutes 13.
There's also a big Lotus on Ricky waiting to heal somebody. I think it's a bait.
Yeah. Well, I think they're happy to waste Aegis just for... No? In the meantime, Dawn quite rightly can play on the other side of the map. Keeps pushing.
Found her. They're all coming.
Oh, Slardar. If Slardar had TP'd instead of the Lich, like timing wise, maybe he would have got there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes, we have these. One have this 1 minute window where
Yeah.
put on BKB, got ages, got all your buttons, maybe it's time to fight it.
Let me just
Yeah.
check.
Next item on carry, what do you buy?
Next item on carry. On TB or?
Let's say Murta, because she has 5k right now.
Oh, that's a really good question. What are your thoughts on the likes of Swift Blink?
Pretty good.
Mhm.
Pretty good.
Obviously, Silveridge kind of does the same thing. Oh, poor Jakiro. No detection. And the
Oh.
missed dead shot. Jakiro just TP's out.
Made it. All the
Um,
sentries were clicked.
they were. I would say Swift Blink, but there's Silveridge. Muko asking for a very specific thing there.
Also
Muko
wondering if Hex could be a good item.
Also very good. God, the Bane just got demolished. That is a massive Dawnbreaker attack though. Somehow Ricky's still alive,
Yeah,
dying
lots
to
of
Macro
return
Fire.
kills actually.
Slardar is in no man's land here behind the Terrorblade.
You know what? If you're dire, you take that.
If you die, you'll take that, but also if you're Radiant, I'd take that. That's another Rax down. Let's look at this fight recap. So, yeah, gold exchange, 3,000 gold, favouring the Dire. You know, two times as much XP.
Yeah. At some point, the Centaur or the Dawn should get a gem.
Yes.
Here was invisible.
Middle tower is under attack.
I think
Cart. What does it do?
I don't know, but I think I'm missing something. Are they going to get the Sentinel here? Not quite. They are going to get the Sentinel with the Force Staff. Okay, so that's a Centaur, no buyback, 107 seconds down. Let's have a look at their buyback status. So, on the side of the Dire, only Dawnbreaker has buyback. I guess Centaur's up in 30 seconds, but he does need gold for it. So he's dead. He's definitely dead for 90 seconds. It's a big wave bot pushing in. Two level 25s on the side of the Dire as well. Both Terrorblade and Dawnbreaker. Okay, so Terrorblade's actually gone for the Metamorphosis duration. What does that do for 120 second cooldown and it lasts for 80 seconds? Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Is the other's cunning play.
And Dawnbreaker goes for the Starbreaker cooldown. Yep. We could go for the Sneaky Observer, but that was seen. That was a very good preemptive sentry by Bane.
Nullifier on Dawn will finally get rid of all those glimmers and yules.
Yeah, the pesky support items. Or Kotl items as well. The sheep coming up on Kotl next as well.
That's a good one.
Same sentry, picking the same ward up twice. Do you need to get out of that macro fire though? Okay, so Bane actually moved off the axe and is now going for an Aeondis. The frustration is this Muerta can sit beyond the stairs and destroy the tower. Magnifying monocle with an alert
Grange.
magnifying monocle, yeah. Yeah, spell damage on the Kotl, Outworld Staff and the Lich. Giant's Maul, Slardar. Cool. Yeah, gunpowder gauntlet. Shiv, Tumbler's toy. That's interesting.
915 range on the Muerta.
Yeah. The problem is, as it stands, this is just constantly favouring the Radiant. Every chip damage they do to the tower is closer to megas.
Yeah.
And Cottle basically with the 0 cooldown abilities. Owen is going to try and kill the Dawnbreaker here.
Curious what will Bane buy. He's still not getting the.
He's just going for an Aeon Disc.
He has buyback with.
That's a Fiend Spirit
the
from the
cost?
Slardar, but Slardar does go down. In the meantime, a massive team fight going on bot. Dawnbreaker coming in with ulti. Why is it not really dealing the damage into their cores here? The big strength core is really struggling. Well, just not going down. Lich ulti has come out. Pipe has already been used. Oh, and this pipe really close on this. Dropped onto the creep wave. Now, Muerta versus the road. Versus the road versus the world. And the Sunder comes out from TB. What a turn. I think that was a 10k difference.
It was.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, just under 10k.
They lost nobody.
18,000 XP change too. And Roche was up. Ooh, maybe there was a slight misplay on the side of Radiant.
We're approaching this ultra late game scenario.
Yes. Right, what am I missing on cart? Okay, so we get Stampede. Stampede. Slows. Strength multiplier. I think it's just that you get a second Stampede. Is that the strength of it?
Yeah, might take it for like a second BKB if you need. Does that refresh BKB?
The refresh roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does, because you get those funky plays where people try TP with BKB and get stunned and then just do it again.
Okay, so they put it on the TB actually.
Yeah. So one stage, I think that's probably more actually for Metamorphosis. So you can just keep meta up.
Dire's turret has been killed.
A slight improvement.
You're back to even net worth.
Oh,
Minute
just-
50.
Minute 50 slight. Let's have a look at the graph actually. Wow. It's very up and down. I think the side of the Radiant have kind of lost their pick-off potential. Okay. There is no
Center goes in.
there was no detection on Sentinel, so he was safe.
Got
That
his
is-
spells off at least.
Yeah.
And
This is
they
where-
got the Muerta.
This is Muerta down. Muerta does have buys back instantly.
In his last moments, he did the Shakira ulti of his life.
Yeah. I hit 3 of them with Ice Path Macropie. Lich ulti coming out because he did die, so I assume that's an on-death. That was an on-death.
And refreshes the BKB.
Yeah. Sentry Ward is up, so Ricky can't do anything weird and wonderful. And now it's actually the other way, so the Terrorblade is doing exactly what the Muerta's been doing. Which is standing
Yeah.
too far away and dealing lots of damage. Satanic up on the Muerta. There's a shield rune on the TP though. Slot has been nullified. BKB doesn't use BKB. Muerta fighting through, but the
Sunder.
Sunder comes out. I imagine the same. Holding the same.
Blade Mail.
Blade
It's
Mail
a Blade Mail.
killed the Muerta. It's a double kill on Harry.
And they have another Sunder. Dawn is gonna TP base, then ult back in.
Yep. I think the Coddle needs to draw this creep wave. There we go. He needs to get out of the way of that banner. Dawn just hops back in.
Wanna end this.
Yep, quite rightly so. They know that Muerta does not have buyback. That was a fantastic crush there by Slardar, ruining the Jakiro. Taking lots of damage in the process.
Now we get to see the
The
card.
carted TB. Nullifier out on the Slardar, BKB down. Ricky just trying to be annoying, making a mischance. Some friendly,
Yeah,
friendly old
because
shot there.
Muko was asking the other team to GG out,
Yeah.
and now they're question marking him. Big Sunder.
Big Sun doesn't even as much support. The pipe is out though. I think quite rightly so. They're just attacking the ancient here, and I think this is going to be the end of the road
What a
for
turnaround.
Muko's team. But what a turnaround by Limey's
The game.
Bathwater. GG to both. What a game. Right, let's have a quick look at the stats at the end of the game, then I'll sort out my console.
Honestly, worthy of a final, this game.
That was a very good game, very back and forth. Again, if we look at the graph, look at that swing.
Yeah.
Quite heart-wrenching. Poor Redidas is probably absolutely furious that he didn't Satanic the blade mail hits.
Yeah.
But a really good
And-
performance by Big Duck Energy there.
Was that like a bounce from the?
The gunslinger, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it was. He didn't expect it. Maybe.
52k damage on the Kotl, 70k on the Muerta.
Yeah.
The damage dealt is actually very low. Limey's Bathwater just kind of held. Yeah, there you go. They took so much damage, but it didn't matter. Right, so that was game one. I don't know who won the game, so let's have a look. We'll be finding out, but I will ping us to a waiting screen, and we'll be back soon. AFCON. So, hello and welcome back. So, we had victory for Limey's Bathwater, and the other game was victory to Marston said the limit was 32 lol. Unfortunately, because the game was not ticketed, we cannot see the results, but I can see them
name.
in the Discord. So, it looks like Ayanakoshi on Drow went massive with a 22-5.
Wonderful.
44k net worth in a 54-minute game.
That is his signature hero,
Yes.
the Drow Ranger.
It was up against Medusa, Silencer, Beastmaster, Viper, Hoodwink with the Drow with an axe, Venge, Skywrath, Tusk.
And also, is that the QSO Tusk?
QSO Tusk.
What a legendary Tusk player.
I've seen QSO before with a very underfarmed Tusk.
Yeah, let's say he makes a lot of his net worth.
But yeah, I think this second game is going to be very good as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's not the right one. That is the right one. Where am I looking? Discord. There we are. I don't know. I can't see the winning graph on it. So yeah.
Oh. It was a really good game from Limey's team.
Yes, they held out very well.
They look like mentally strong, and maybe that's going to be the defining factor.
Yes. I'm just hoping Iron Occasion doesn't decide to bring out something weird and wonderful that he's done before. I don't want to see a POS 1 tech use this game.
He really wants to make it work.
I know.
I've seen him try this out so often.
I've seen the Pudge. The Pudge has worked. The techies not so much. So Limey's Bathwater back, they've had their drink, they've washed their face, they're ready to go. I think Iron Okoshi's just enjoying the last win.
Yes, he's breathing in him.
Actually, that's what I forgot to look at. Oh, can I look back at ticketed games? I can. Iron Koshi's messaged me saying, you like Jerome, right? I feel like I can't answer that because one, I'm talking to you, and two, if I typed you'd see it. Right, let's see if we can...
Cannot confirm or deny. Alice, I haven't seen this player in the past match. Oh no, because it wasn't ticketed. That's what happened. Yeah. Okay. Looks like they're ready. And no, 5 minutes. This Alice player is a visage lichen monkey player.
Yes.
Send me link of Discord. And Koji to say hi. Koji wants to say hi. Do you want to let him?
Yeah, feel free to.
Okay. How do you add people to this?
I have absolutely no idea actually. Can you make it into a group call? Is that a thing?
I'm gonna. Okay.
Hello there, hello there.
Hello. How do you feel carrying your team to victory there?
No, it was a team victory. We all did our part.
It was the 44k helps though.
It was the adrenaline. It's I'm still.
Yes.
I expected a more easier win to say the truth, but okay. We at least we did it.
Must have been a
Sorry
good game.
for not Battle of Intelligence. Sorry, I
It's-
couldn't make it.
It's fine. We couldn't watch anyway. I respected Tilty's wants, so we went for the other game. So
But I feel that how they didn't ticket the game so they don't lose stats and they don't provide the infos when they did the lobby should be banned. To tell you the truth.
Do you think it's a conspiracy?
I think they are just tilt guys and toxic guys.
they've
Because
sorry.
previously you have accused your opponents of cheating, Koji.
I haven't accused anyone of cheating. I was just mocking them for calling the other cheaters.
Okay. No, this time you're serious about that accusation.
Yes.
Well, the main thing is you've knocked them out. You're here, second best of one.
And not just knock them out in style, 25 kills, big game.
I think Lime's team is one of the strongest team in the, so it will be a far harder game. That's all for me.
Well, we're hoping for a close game, so good luck to you.
Thanks for casting the games, guys. I will watch it later
no.
to sleep.
Thank you for
Thank you.
playing in them.
Bye bye.
Right, good luck. And again, just so
I'm not sure if I helped him. I kind of riled him up a bit, but
just to make
Make
sure it
the
doesn't
game itself.
look like I'm biased. Good luck to both. Because they'll listen to that back and be like, "Hey, you favour this team?" Like, nope.
no. We are impartial.
We are very impartial, not biased. We are Switzerland of the World Wars.
In my case, it helps that I don't know most players.
I'm friends with one, and that will do. QSA got quite an interesting mix actually. So Ayanokoji was the highest to be bidded on in the season.
Yeah.
G14 over the space of 3 seasons has gone up, I think, at least 2,500 MMR. So
Yeah, I remember he was Crusader or something.
there's hope for all of us.
Big
That's what I'm
gains.
hearing.
Yeah.
I want to say Limey was actually... Was it Limey that was done by Trimble? Question mark. Yes. Yeah. So Limey's team was actually drafted by a different player, who got an absolute steal on a couple of the players. So Panda, who is again the player that has all of the symbols that I can't read, went for nine
Yes.
coins versus Gubster at 40. Harry
Is
went
that
for
like
31.
a personality thing? Because on Dota buff he doesn't have a name. His name was removed by Valve.
Really?
Yeah, like is it like a player behavior situation or?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, actually no, never mind. That's Harry. My
Oh,
bad.
I have absolutely no idea.
And actually, Panda's conduct is super clean.
I know when they were initially drafting, I was a bit confused because I could see the Gubster, Captain Cold, Harry lineup, but the Limey and Panda, they both actually had POS 1 as their favoured role. So I'm sure that Limey would have messaged Panda separately and asked to confirm. But
Yeah.
no, they've had a really strong season mid actually.
Could have been one of those situations where there are too many carries in the pool, so
Yes.
you end up with very cheap high ranked players.
Yeah. But no, we've been playing really well. That Dawnbreaker last game, very good.
Yeah. Actually, difficult matchup.
One of the first games I watched of Limey's Bathwater, they played an exceptional Axe Invoker, who went Agent of Galaron, so it was just Axe Call into Cataclysm, and it desolated.
It's been fun to watch. So, I'm thinking the Marceline said team, they have a lot of cheese potential, you know? They have
Yes.
cheese players and really comfortable support, so they can pick something and roll with it, like a
Yeah.
Veno Visage with strong supports behind.
Yes. I think we'll... Oh, yeah, sorry. Alice is obviously their mid player, with Chaos and Cuso as their support.
Sure.
So, yeah, so the Visage, if they were to play Visage, would be mid. But I think you roll with a comfort. I'm trying to remember. I know Alice has played Death Prophet very, very competently.
Yeah, here I see like OD, Monkey, Arc Warden. He doesn't mind. And on the other side, you know, the team we just saw, it's a team is very comfortable players, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I only see the Panda Lone Druid. So I hope he has a Panda cosmetic also.
I think
She
he has to. Well, they have to. There's
Yeah.
no other option.
It can't be anime profile picture, anime name, Lone Druid player.
So coin flip in favour there of Marceline said the limit is 32, QSO's team.
I just like that you're really trying to say that team.
Again, the worst thing is
dedication.
you've got to type it every time you put it in, like as a Twitch title.
Yeah.
It's infuriating. I appreciate him doing it, but it's infuriating. So do they go with the second pick again? No, that was the wrong team. It was Big Duck Energy, wasn't it? Ooh.
Okay.
Do you want first pick, second pick, Dire or Radiant? Panda's asking.
That's the question, yeah.
I'm confused.
I think the pick hasn't been picked.
Okay, so they've gone for first pick.
First pick. You know what? That's nice because it gets you QSO Comfort Hero,
It does.
and then you can roll from there.
Yeah. And that is a pick for Radiant. Limey is saying go. Ooh, is that...
Ready.
Oh, I see it's GG at the bottom, so... False GG calling.
It's all over.
Ooh. It is quite helpful to have your POS one available. Aniko, she jumped into our Discord, then just left apparently. Yeah, he's locked in.
Okay, we got a game.
And off we go. Let me see if... Okay, I can't console until I'm in-game. That is fine.
10 seconds.
I always think if you look at the team flag for the Marcy team, it looks like a weird like Tinder profile. It's like Marcy, age 32.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the Centaur. Obviously, they've just watched. Well, they've just had a quick look through the dirt buff. Probably seen the Centaur was a big part of Harry's play there. They also banned out Death Prophet, so they don't want the Panda Death Prophet, which causes Alice's pool to go down slightly as well. The Earth Spirit ban out purely for QSO. Dawnbreaker, very strong hero. G14, I imagine very competent on it. Pretty standard to have in your repertoire as a POS 3 now.
Yeah.
Does this mean
You
an
don't want to be the team that doesn't have a Dawn player.
Yeah, exactly. And the Tusk is out there, very heavily focusing QSO with these bans. I'm wondering if an Axe is going to come out.
10 seconds.
They haven't
You
banned.
think like a first pick axe?
They've done it before. They've done it quite
Okay.
heavily. But they also haven't banned out Oracle, which other teams were favouring against. There's the Oracle ban.
Here we go.
So first pick on the side of QSO's team. Okay, so the Venge. So that's likely to be a Chaos Venge. They played it last game. Ooh, and they've actually gone for the Beastmaster. So they're looking for a slightly higher tempo character than the Axe. Similar, I assume it's still going to be the similar build of Helm Dom. Probably into Ags, but we shall see.
10 seconds remain.
I think they can flex the Vanish. They have
Yeah.
two players, like not just QSO, so at least leave them an option.
Yeah.
And on the other side,
It's a Disruptor ban, yeah, makes sense. And an Ursa ban.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Gyro, so they're pulling out Ainakoji. Gyro. I don't think I've seen him play Gyro, to be honest.
maybe it's like a good lane with the Venge. Or...
Potentially.
Seconds remain. 5 seconds.
I've just seen one of my friends is playing a different game, so he must have lost his best of one.
Tough luck to him.
So the next pick. This is going to be your first support. Something stable. Disrupts people out. Bane wasn't too bad. Bane worked quite well last game. Honestly,
Could take the Crystal Maiden.
Crystal Maiden. The Rubik. Okay. Captain called Rubik. Interesting.
It's actually pretty good. Any spell you take from Venge is nice.
Yeah.
and
10 seconds.
Who's gonna be playing that? That's their position 4.
I imagine that'll be Captain Cold. And they'll pick a more standard support for Gubster.
Okay.
I'm wondering if G14 is going to be picked up the Axe here.
Let's see. I just see like green heroes and on.
The Shadow Demon. Okay.
That's a QSO Shadow Demons.
Yeah.
So
We'll have the Shadow
the
Demon.
Venge is gonna be on Chaos.
Yes. Again, that's what you played last game.
Okay.
The Shadow Demon, though, excellent to kind of mitigate some of the damage coming out from the raw target.
5 seconds.
Oh, we love Shadow Demon. The Ban of the Ursa. Okay, interesting. As in the previous Ban of the Ursa, then to pick a Shadow Demon. Obviously, like Shadow Demon kind of mitigates your Ursa, your Life Stealer. Jug very heavily as well. Dragon Knight. So I anticipate this to be Alice's hero.
Ah.
Because I don't
Not
see
offlane DK.
I don't see them putting it as a POS 3. I don't know why I don't see
Okay.
that, but unless you play it into the Beastmaster.
Is it a potential flex?
I think it probably should be. Because I imagine it's Breathe Fire is quite good against the summons. It doesn't really die in lane, so Beastmaster struggles against it. But again, it's the same in a mid position. I've seen DKs really pop off from mid with the early Blink Orchid.
Okay. Very nice. So, time to reveal the game plan from Limey.
Abaddon.
But
Okay.
this is,
Is this a one Abaddon?
I guess.
Could this also be a Beastmaster mid with an Abba 3? Or no, actually, you know what? Ignore me. This is Gubster's 5.
It's a Gubster Abbott.
It's a Gubster Abaddon. He plays his healing
Okay.
supports, and Abaddon is one of those.
Okay.
I think he's played it this season. My head's too ingrained to call Abaddon at the moment.
He has played it a month ago. He has 70 games and 57% win rate. Definitely possible.
Yeah, I think this Beastmaster's fixed as 3.
Dire's turn to pick.
I am just wrong.
Okay, so I'm gonna say these are like two Dispel heroes.
Yeah,
Abaddon can remove Shadow Demon shit and
yeah.
500.
10 seconds remain.
Wait,
Yeah,
actually, can Abaddon? Maybe it's just for the E.
for the E, yeah.
It is Dire's band.
Okay, I'm asking the crowd for information.
I just... What? What?
Shadow Demon E and ulti are not dispellable. Okay, that's the crowd. The crowd told me some information.
Who are the crowd?
The crowd is my wife in my room.
Understood.
And that means Shadow Demon can still play freely.
Ah.
10 seconds remain.
When you said you were good with the stats, I thought you meant you would to find the stats, not you would ask the person who knew the stats.
Well, you know, it's I have my resources.
You have your
you know.
sources, yeah, understood. You're undercover investigators.
It's-
Okay, so this is
Okay.
quite an interesting lineup actually. So the Beastmaster has to be mid.
5 seconds.
I guess so. Is Tide Carry still something, or
Would you risk it in your final best of 1?
no?
Not into a drow as well. I do like the drow here though. The Shadow Demon save from
Okay.
yeah, the likelihood of carrying a Hurricane Pike to get away from Beastmaster.
If you were Ayana Koji, you'd feel this is my 25th draw game this season.
Yeah. That's an OD and a Viper ban. They definitely don't want to play against Viper into this. And the OD would just be another save on top of Shadow Demon. The Lifestealer ban, yeah, okay. Would I suspect a Lifestealer, especially into a Shadow Demon? Not overly.
So what are they missing? In this case, carry on Radiant and a mid laner or off laner on Dire.
Yeah. I don't think you save your offlaner for this late. I don't know what offlaner you'd want though.
I honestly like the DK on 3, so
On 3. Yeah.
Dire's turn to
And the Terrorblade ban. Okay. They saw Limey play it last game, they don't want to play it against it this game.
I'll get the comfort out. They have to play something different. They have a minute to think about it, so they can discuss potential. No, they.
Visage.
Visage.
Ooh. Okay, so it is a. You were right. +3 DK. Which facet do you go this game?
I wanted to know what are DK's facets to pick one. Let's say the default one.
Acid, fire, or ice. I can't remember what they're called. I'm not a DK player.
Okay. I think everybody goes fire, but
I think
personally, I like acid.
I think acid is pretty standard. Oh, Drow versus PL though. Okay, PL is a very good pick here, I think.
Hmm.
It's a tied mid.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I could definitely see how a repeat of the previous game where Radiant holds out long enough
Yeah.
for the PL to be able to start the play.
Okay. So Wild Hunt on Beastmaster, not surprising. Definitely just a Helm Dom enjoyer. Captain Cold going Arcane Accumulation, is that going to be worth it in this game, do we think? I personally think Frugal Filch would be better. But again, Arcane...
Yeah, that's the range, I mean.
Yeah, Arcane Accumulation, I guess, with Shadow Poison is ridiculous. The Quickening, Gubster, yeah, makes sense. Creator, yeah.
Yeah.
Lancelot. I don't know PL well enough to make a educated guess on that. Again, I couldn't even tell you what Visage facets are. Vantage point, yeah, makes sense. So G14 is going for the Acid Dragon.
Yeah.
And
Good for pressure, tower taking.
yeah. And I'm going to assume that Venge went Soul Strike and Shadow Demon went Promagulate. But I don't know that until I look.
150 Drow games.
Why is my console not enabled again?
Short. Use it wisely.
Hey. Let the game begin.
Without look in my eyes, tell me why. Why?
Okay,
I'm gonna go pack the dishwasher, so see you in
Yeah.
5 to 10 minutes.
not a problem. I wanted to tab out, but I can't because they're smoking into each other. So Dire currently smoking is the Roche Pit. They don't have the high ground vision, and the smoke. Both smokes have broke. Rubik does know that the Dire has come up. This is a 5v5 fight level 1. Fadewalk going all the way through, but heavy damage coming out the side of the Phantom Lancer. Abaddon's shield does come out. There is just brutality coming out. This is going to be probably a first blood onto the Beastmaster with Venge falling directly after. This is now 4v3. The SD is likely to go down again. Fadebolt, the Abaddon does go down. The Rathalos of Dragon Knight trying to hold up the Tidehunter. Visage very low, one right click, does Fairy Fire up. I think needs to break line of sight for this Rubik, but Rubik does find the last hit on the Tidehunter. We're just going to tab out slightly, sorry, to get the keybind for the console. There we go. We have it worked out, ladies and gentlemen. So, in the top lane, we have Harry on the Beastmaster. With him, we will have Captain Cold on the Rubik. In the mid lane, we have Panda on Tidehunter. And in the bot lane, we have a Limey on PL and Gubster on Abaddon. On the side of the Dire, we have G14 on his Rathalos at Dragon Knight, Cuso on Shadow Demon. We have Ainakoji on his Drow Ranger, and a Chaos on his Vengeful Spirit. Did go the Soul Strike facet, what a surprise. And in the mid lane, we have Alice on the Visage. So let's get up these last hits and denies. So are we going to see a repeat of game 1 for Panda here, where they have a melee hero into the range, but do very well coming out of the laning phase?
Radiant's curve makes the ultimate sacrifice.
Some back and forth in the bot lane by the supports. It's a very strong lane with the Drow and the Venge. It's going to be a Q3. Is it going to be a kill onto the... No, the side of it. But they do have a quick wave. They do not dive for the kill on the Rubik. But I'm taking lots of damage, but this is just giving Limey some space. 7 and 2. for 2 minutes. 1 minute 30. So pushing quite hard on the Venge and the Drow. Obviously push it into their tower, so it's now pushing back. Visage in melee range for Anchor Smash. I think Chaos, unfortunately, by blocking this camp, has kind of screwed himself over not being able to pull back. Not a block on the side of there, but obviously dewarded within the minute. And perfect timing by the Rubik to block that camp again.
That should help.
So Vlad's to be built on the side of the Tidehunter. That's the build he's going for. Beastmaster sitting very low in this lane, but as we know, Harry, I've missed a kill there. Okay, that was just Venge chasing Rubik to the ends of the earth to get the kill. But Harry, as we know, going for the helm of the Dominator. Okay, we've been chased off the Lotus Pool. Abaddon playing super aggressively into the Shadow Demon here. Having a miscoil. I know some people, Abaddon does have a Q. It is miscoil. I know not many people take it, but it's getting lane pushing in top to the tower. And he's really focusing on those boars to ensure that they're not getting tickled more than they need to. Tide, once again, doing exceptionally well here, not really taking much damage. That is another kill, and so, but return till likely. Yeah, return kill for the Beastmaster. So, Drow though. Kills all over the shop, I'm missing them all, I do apologise. Drow sitting quite low in lane actually. Venge's going to have to come back in with some more regen for her. Drow slightly low there. Chase nonetheless. Drow just pressuring them off. Did have the stick available to gain some health back. Yeah, it did. It was a nice try with the side by Q so there. Q. Quite even net worth actually, this game. Last game on Limey's team, obviously we saw a slight deficit. Looking a bit better. Beastmaster going very low with the side. Venge is going to go down likely to this Rubik right click. No. Lost vision. And Drow can keep hitting away. Got to be very careful here on Chaos because one Fade Bolt will get the kill. If stun does come out, can he break line of sight? He can. Rubik will not get the kill. And in the mid lane, Tide managed to take out the Visage. I wasn't watching, I don't know how that happened. I'm sure it was an excellent play, I can only apologise for missing it. Wisdom Runes, not Wisdom Runes. Lotus Ball is going to be taken by Shadow Demon. On the top lane, it's quite free at the moment, I imagine Beastmaster's just going to walk over and take it. Birds up now on Visage. We'll be able to deny out that rune. I think excluding the supports here, The core v core matchup is very happy for both. PL will get his farm, Dragon Knight will also get his farm. I think Gubs is taking a lot of damage in, but they're not quite going to have enough. Is Cuso going to go down to this? Keeps breaking line of sight. I think one more spear. Spear is up. Unfortunately, he's going to see him the creeps. Unfortunately, Cuso did go down. And again, there's going to be another kill onto the Beastmaster. Captain Cog was going for the Wisdom Rune. So, did leave his poor unfortunate core in lane. There you go, so a bit of damage coming out now from the Visage onto the Tide, leaving him sit slightly lower. Does have the Vlads though, can sit in a creep wave and heal up quite nicely. Venge slightly late to that Wisdom Rune, 7:30. Still nobody to take the Wisdom Rune bot. Cuso would be very handy for you, level 4. Very low straight away, so Beastmaster's only just TP back in. Gubster does TP top. Try and keep his boy alive. So the DK Dragon form coming out, trying to apply some pressure onto this tower. I think I've said this exact phrase before. I don't think he'll take the tower with this Dragon form, but next one he will take it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Gub's just going back to portal top. Portal bot, sorry. Eight minutes into the game, 56 last hits to 7 denies on the Tidehunter versus the 37 and 6 on the Visage. Beastmaster has decided that that lane is too difficult for him now, so he's gone to the jungle. Tidehunter looks to be going for phase boots. Koishi just has a casual Blade of Alacrity stuck in his backpack. Okay, so I imagine Harry's pinged back in. He's hit level 6. He's got his Raw. He's going to want someone to rotate. So, yep, Tide coming top 2.
Dire should look to their bottom tower.
Whether they knew that was coming, awesome. Just good game since they're dodging the gank, getting some stacks on.
Dire's phalanx.
They've seen that Tide is no longer on the map. And this is the second DK Dragon form.
To their top tower.
Pushing bot there.
Fortified their structures.
Gubs just TP portal back down.
Dire's top
Um,
tower is in danger.
That's his Tide. There's some slightly wasted time actually on the side of the Radiant.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
DK out of mana but still very healthy. I think this might be a kill onto the Beastmaster who's been silenced up. Alice actually gets the last kill with that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the Drum's not going to be able to catch up with the Rubik. But I imagine they're going to try and take the tower off the back of this. Tide, happy chappy, he's got his phase boots. Vlad's going blink. Big stacks too.
Middle tower.
DK once again, 13 regen, 1 level in Worm's Wrath. Some good net worths. Both sides actually. Obviously, Harry kind of feeling the strength of this Venge Drow lane. But Captain Cold happily sapping XP. Snacks on the side of the Dire waiting for Drow to rotate through and take those.
There is little hope for Radiant's middle tower.
So it's a slightly calmer game than the previous one that we watched. Slightly fewer kills, less of a bloodbath. So, Helm Dom, QSO with the cheeky little deny up there. Helm Dom to be the item of choice by the Beastmaster.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
And I think with the Visage Rotation bot and the Dragon Form being popped, this will be a T1 tower being taken in the bot lane. Oh, the Tident rotation. They're gonna try for the Visage kill here? Kind of an enforced fight. No 6 on Shadow Demon either. But Alice rotating back mid, put some pressure on the tier 1. Finish up Dragon Lance on the side of the Drow Ranger. I assume PL's build is going to be Axe first item into Axe first item into Diff Blade. Interesting. Venge going for the Paddies. Tide taking absolutely no damage for any of those spells. Also has infused raindrops, that would explain that.
Dire's bottom tower is in danger.
So what we're looking at the DK. The DK is going Blink Orchid. Yep. I guess shutting down Rubik in this instance.
Dire's bottom tower is in danger. Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Yep. And that's a quick kill on the Rubik. Maybe not with the Mistcoil. Slightly elongated. Tide in the middle, under a tower. Still doesn't care, still is tanking damage. With the Drow now in, with the break, with the silence. Not the break, sorry. With the pierce.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Tide's still taking no damage. That is a Ravage. That is going to be a return. That is going to be a kill onto the Vengeful Spirit. Yeah. It's going to be a kill eventually on the Drow Ranger. We're going to try and turn on the Visage here. There's a lot of damage coming out from that Drow. And the kill is secured. Visage does get that. Bit of a rotation, full team rotation, including the Drow there. And a DD bot. But very well to defend that tower. DK very close to an Orchid actually. And the Beastmaster has caught up those elongated awkward skirmishes. First pause out of the game. Voice issue 2 seconds. Was quite literally 2 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, so the side of Dire poising for the bot tower here.
Forces.
The DD Visage just need a little bit more health. Oh, Tranquil Boots. Be fine.
For Dire's middle tower, Radiant's
And taken.
bottom tower is no more.
600? Yeah, 500 off the Hondon for Harry there.
Retreat to my house. Dire are scanning for enemies.
Yasha up on the side of the Drow Ranger. I see any weird wonderful items coming. So Ags is out on the PL looking for Diff Blade. Abaddon going for a Pavis, looks like. Rubik has literally just picked up his blink. That's a very, very well timed blink. Blink on the side. I think that was a good little swap by the Venge. Damage coming out to the Abaddon, but he does have his ulti, so it's a bit irrelevant. Needs to be cautious. The Beastmaster is in play, and therefore Roar is up. That is a big Fade Bolt Dragon Breath through. Some big damage out. And the Dragons are just turning on the Tidehunter. That is a kill on the Abaddon as well. They're just chasing down. This slow. The Tide might be tanky, but he will eventually die. And depending on how long Dragon's Form is left, Dragon Form has approximately 15 seconds left. To deal some damage onto this tier 2 tower. PL farming his little heart out up top. There you go. That was 1,000 damage they put onto that tier 2 then, with the Visage DK. Ooh. Is that with the precision, or is that, am I being silly? Or is that an old tech? It's an old tech, okay. I remember Drow and Visage Birds were exceptionally strong at one point. That was a quick blink off by DK to avoid the ensnare by Dead in the Water. Okay, so Drow has gone Ags, which they've now seen. There's an excellent choice into the PL. Break coming out outside of Titan, so that is a Orchid out on the Rubik, that will be a death. Okay, so PL's seen a lot of units, but it doesn't really matter, this Ag's doing work. Tide ruining her damage slightly. Okay, if she can just get out of there and keep the slows going. Display coming out to the bench. It was a big ulti. And the stun coming out from the creep as well. There's an Ayanokoji dead on his Drow. And the follow up onto the Shadow Demon as well. Let's have a look at that fight recap. So that was a 3,000 gold swing for the side of the Radiant. 4,000 XP. Big damage coming out from heroes there, but maybe DK really didn't output as much as he needed to. 4k coming outside PL. Couldn't quite deal with the amount of illusions.
That should help.
So again, very... Okay, so this is definitely going to be Gubster's, yeah, all popped. Okay, so Crimson coming out, trying to mitigate some of that Drow damage by the Beastmaster. And there's a Rubik, very low HP already. Lots of damage coming out to the Tide. But in the backline, the PL nibbling. Tide does go down. Visage struggling against just the sheer amount of units. Even DK, very low HP going down. The 10 stacks from Drow really causes some grief. Does Drow just need to turn and fight here? Doesn't have the HP to do it. Visage Bird. Almost a rampage. 21 minutes into the game by PL there. Well done to Limey. Still low health. If these birds can get on the right one, I think this just proves to Drow he does need the shard. They have so many heroes that are just mitigating the damage, whereas with the shard being on Glacier, you don't lose your ult procs. Solar Crest now up on the Venge. I think in hindsight, maybe Mjolnir was actually the item. So I'm seeing DK's blink in Orchid, but the only feasible target for that is Rubik. Whereas if a Mjolnir was the first item to come up there, you blink Mjolnir. Maybe that could help with dealings with some of the Beastmaster minions.
Hey, I'm back.
Excellent, eh? We've had quite a few kills since you've been gone, but they are currently just pausing for an intermittent break.
Ah.
I was saying, so they've just had a fight under the Tormentor. PL got an ultra kill.
Whoa.
Yes, I think there was the Visage, Venge, and DK went in very deep behind, and Drow and Shadin were dealing with someone else. Drow managed to get out very well of it, but PL then just gets on top of her. So I think she should proactively buy her shard. She's got her rags. I think shard to mitigate the disability of the ultimate when heroes are near you is going to be essential.
Okay.
That's just my little take on it.
Okay.
I've also
Sure.
so I said about Blink Orchid on the start of the game on the DK, but in hindsight, who are you Blink Orchiding this game, other than Rubik? Rubik will die, but that's kind of it. Tide will purge it off. Abaddon is Abaddon, and good luck with finding the real PL. So I would hypothesizing maybe Maelstrom into Mjolnir would have been a better build up.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you buy the Orchid and you miss like the tempo.
Yeah.
You know, the timing of the Orchid, and it's no longer that useful.
Yeah. Well, I just can't see who you'd use it on. Like, does Beastmaster really care if he gets Orchided? He's Crimson's.
Yeah, it could be like a team fight thing, you know, like
Oh yeah. They've
that
actually,
hero can't click that spell for those 5 seconds.
they've actually got 2 Orchids now. I've just seen Visage has got one as well. But they're lacking. They're
I have
lacking.
something in mind.
Yeah, they're lacking damage outside of Drow here. That's the only concern for the side of the Dire.
Big fight happening. Oh, Orchid it. Stunned. Another Orchid.
I say, okay, this is a DD Drow that's going to start dealing chaos amount of
Yeah, but
damage.
killing so much.
Leashed though. Again, the fact that the Tide Hunter is just on top of her constantly, what can she do? Her damage is being reduced by 30. Is this going to be a rampage? Ooh. Harry stole it. So that is the second ultra kill for PL in a row. Things not looking quite positive on the side of the Dire here. So that was a 5,000 gold swing, 8,000 XP swing. Again, the two other cores on the side of the Dire, unfortunately, not really dealing the damage that they needed to.
Second big swing, yeah.
How's that win graph looking? So win probability 68% to the favour of the Radiant here.
And Viras almost done on Tidehunter. That would mean much less damage.
Yeah. I don't know what's in Drow's quick buy? Nothing. Almost level 18 though, so that's positive. What are our heroes levels looking like? Hero level 19, 17. Okay, so slight deficit. Okay, which makes sense with the XP deficit in levels.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Again, we saw it by Limey's last game, sorry. You know, people can hold from behind, get a good fight, and then just win the game. With a Drow Visage, that is definitely possible. The building damage coming out of that duo is absurd. But again, if Limey can just keep pressuring the map, they might be able to end faster than they can be responded to.
It's really Ayana Koji versus the world.
It is at the moment. Venge is going for Ags. Okay. I feel sorry as a Venge player myself. As soon as you see a PL, you're a bit, kind of demoralised. There's only, you don't know which one's real, and you're kind of very heavily single target orientated. There you go, shard up on Drow now. So the fact that Tide and PL want to be on top of her constantly, less of an issue.
Can Venge swap somebody who's been leashed by...
Yes.
Okay. Maybe that's a play here.
The leash does stick, so you will still be leashed in your new position.
Pretty strong.
I think. I've said that with such confidence. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's exactly how I think it works. That's how I'd assume it works. Ooh, Drow with a very sneaky TP out from Beastmaster there. Can't get very close. Beastmaster going to finish the Boots of Bearing. I don't know what I think about Boots of Bearing. With the drum reduction, like the lack of charges on drums, I think just the 1700 for the Boots of Bearing recipe is just absurd to me.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a core, so the Boots of Bearing is usually a lot slower. PL is looking like a stacked cat at the moment. Scardy almost up, Manta, Diff, Ags. He's a very farmed hero.
Dire's courier has been killed. Each brave courier knows the risks.
What can can they do? This team fight is looking pretty difficult, so
It is. With the constant threat of Ravage as well.
yeah. Maybe they can find a pick-off or an opportunity.
So G14 has been spotted bot, but unless Tide wants to ravage him, this is awkward. Okay. BKB forced. I'm sure Tide will be happy with that. Almost level 20 here on Drow.
It should be the multi-shot damage.
I would hope so. If she stays too long, this is a massive problem. Okay, that was very close. Just. And that is a kill on the Rubik, the Drow turnaround. Yeah. Drow unfortunately in a bit of no man's land there. Needs to stay on top of that Glacier, in my opinion. That's the two defensive, the defensive swap. Lots of damage coming out from DK, and the Drow just sitting. They're going to kill the Abaddon off, they kill the Abaddon off, but the Drow does go down. No buyback, the buyback comes out from the Shadow Demon. Limey just walking at the team. G14 on the Dragon Knight goes down. Limey with the kill on the Vengeful Spirit as well.
Yeah, it's looking pretty tough.
It's bad to say you got PL'd, but you got PL'd. The Visage does go down. Visage does have buyback. Is this going to be a Rampage? Rampage! Rampage for the sidewalk. Two Ultra kills came first. Now the Rampage. Oh, Venge, I think you've done something here. Iron Koji does do a lot of damage. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill off the, especially with the Crimson, not going to be enough to kill off the PL. Wants to play very aggressively though. Visage is brought back as well.
They do have swap.
They do have a swap and they don't have Ravage on that. The Glacier up, that is just going to be good damage coming out from the Drow. The stun does help finish him off. PL is going really low. I think he's got too deep here. Yep. Iron Koji has seen him, but there is a Glue Cape out that saves him. Drow has gone far. She does not have buyback. It took 3 buybacks, but they forced them off.
This game is not over yet.
It's not over yet, not at all. Dota is never over until the Ancient falls. This is going to be a good pickup coming on the side of the Visage on Alice here, when this Shiva's Guard comes to fruition.
What do you think of the Reverence Brooch on Drow? Is it just too funky or... Brooch?
Yeah, is that what she's going for?
No, but...
Okay, the honest answer is I don't know enough about the heroes to pick them up or the item because I never buy it. But it definitely has its place, right? Against high armor heroes, you'd go Brooch over Daedalus. Would I go at this game with the likelihood Bloodthorn Skadi? Maybe. What's he got? 38 armor. I think the damage numbers are quite even, aren't they? On Daedalus versus Brooch.
Yeah.
Again,
It's just like...
don't quote me on that. I don't know the items well enough, but
could also be a Shadow Blade.
the likelihood is it would be satanic. Again, 33 minutes in, 21k advantage on the side of the Radiant here. The win percentage is 87% and climbing. Drow really trying to keep her team with the net worths in the game here. Problem is, unfortunately, Drow, by being very good at clearing waves, is squeezing the Visage and the DK out of farm. Visage has now picked up the Shivas though, so that's positive. What they really need to find here is a good smoke, and find like the Tide or the Beast, not the Rubik, and definitely not the Abaddon.
Yeah.
4 staff coming up on the Shadow Demon.
It would be really nice. PL is also... He has a shard now that makes him extra
Even more elusive.
evasive, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A doodle for the ages.
So Tide is indicating the bottom side of the map. I don't know what the thought process is.
Maybe he's asking his Beastmaster to farm these camps for another 10k net worth.
That would make sense.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Frustrating. Beastmaster going BKB now. Do we think it's just going to be BKB refresher? Keep the Drow locked down.
Are they smoking?
I think they're chilling. Okay, so the Silver Edge is coming out for the DK. Maybe they're going to try and pop to kill the likes of Abaddon with a break or something.
It does work with silence.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so yeah. They've gone back to Roche. Roche is up. Abaddon next time, so he's got his Holy Locket to be Ags, yeah.
That's a quick Roshan as well.
Yes.
Like a Roshan in his spirit.
Yeah, and I do like the instant smoke out. I think you can
Yeah,
just let PL hit.
Bot side approach idea.
What was that, sorry?
I just saw the tide drawing on the map.
Oh. Yeah, the Drow does deal with a lot of damage. Pick up a butterfly. There you go, that's what it was, butterfly. Drow's going back to get some mana. Let's come back in. PL just walking forward. That's good sound. Big silence out, lots of damage, but again, not quite enough, and the racks will fall. Big ravage onto 4. But again, just haven't got the damage to go through. That was a perfect silence onto the Beastmaster. But she's just hitting in, can't get the kill. Kill does eventually come, but there is now just a PL attacking your base. Shadow Demon giving slightly more time, but gives Tide a chance to blink in as well. Drow with no mana. Needs to leave. DK does buy back. Has no dragon, is just a man.
That's just like the knight part of his
Yes,
hero.
he's currently Knight, but not a Night Stalker in a good way. And there's the Glacier out. This will be the PL
Damage.
going down. Shadow Demon will need to save Drow.
Swap available for the save.
Swap will be available. Just needs to click on the right thing. Does not click on the right thing. I knew that would happen because I do it all the time.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
And the PL once again running rampage. Not quite. DK did survive. But I think this will be a GG. There you go. The GG comes out from the Visage. Slimy's Bathwater coming up through the ranks. Let's have a look at these final screens.
Looks like a resilient team.
Yes.
Actually, Networks was pretty flat until minute 20.
Mm. Jeez. 47k damage. 50k damage on by the drow. Yeah, the absolute wall of Tidund, 85k taken. Yeah.
Big Tide Hunter game, honestly.
Did really well out of lane too, actually. So out of lane, Tide came 5.2, 5.3.
Big.
It was very well played. But no, some good overall games, and that means that Limey's Bathwater will be facing off against the loser of the upper bracket round today. And then the winner of that will be going on to the final. And with that, I will be saying goodbye to the stream. I will catch you again next week. Click on OBS.
Thank you for having